Each year in the United States alone, there are between 2.5 and 4 million reported cases of concussions amongst those who play any type of recreational or professional sports. The big question is, how dangerous are they? A concussion is one of the most common injuries amongst teenagers that participate in contact sports. In the world of sports, concussions and other head injuries are a big deal, especially when they are repetitive. When someone experiences multiple head injuries, the brain begins to shrink substantially, and over time, this can cause symptoms that are very similar to dementia. Repeated blows to the head have a tendency to cause many different problems. When getting hit at such a high impact with such an intense amount of force, the brain will continue to move until it is stopped. Unfortunately, the only thing that can stop this is the person's skull, thus causing the injury. The diagnosis of a concussion is a very different process from person to person, considering the fact that it's all about how your brain will react to such a forceful impact. The brain is the most sensitive organ in the entire human body. This is why most people rarely ever experience problems within their brain. But when it comes to contact sports, a sudden jolt of the head can easily cause the brain to shift. When these hits happen, they allow the neurons in the brain to split. When these have split, they will release toxins that will cause many neurons around them to break off and die as well. And this is what causes a concussion. If this sounds bad, imagine what it's like to experience this multiple times. CTE, or chronic traumatic encephalopathy, is a neurodegenerative disease found in the brains of those who have suffered major and or multiple chronic brain injuries. CTE is most common amongst professional boxers and football players. And throughout both of these sports, 90% of the people that have been looked into were found to have traces of CTE within their brains. Today, I will be sharing the stories of three men and their life battles, all of which were thought to be brought on by CTE. Michael Keck was a young man that played college football at Missouri and Missouri State University. At the age of 25, Keck passed away from congenital heart failure. Before his passing, he told his wife that he would like his brain to be donated to Boston University. His reasoning behind this was because he thought that he could have been suffering the same disease as Junior Seau. When his brain was given to the university, it was found that he had clumps of abnormal proteins all throughout his head. This was found to be one of the most telling signs of CTE. Junior Seau was an NFL player for the San Diego Chargers. Seau died in May of 2012 from a gunshot wound to the chest at the age of 43. Seau shot himself in the chest. Unfortunately, he did not write a suicide note, therefore, nobody knows how he was really feeling at the time of his death. When Seau's body was looked at on a deeper level, they found that there were no traces of alcohol or drugs in his system. This led specialists to believe that he had been suffering from CTE. After this, his brain was given to the National Institute of Health, and his family later released that they had found definitive signs of CTE in Seau's brain. The reason so many people are diagnosed with CTE after death is because of the enormous number of concussions that go unreported. If it isn't reported, the person can't receive the proper treatment, thus making it more